What's up, y'all? It's Promise with a C, and I didn't really get to do an intro, so I'm just gonna let you guys know I will be making this Marvel shirt into a two-piece. So just follow along. Let's get it.
Dice is on the beat.
So for the beginning, I started off putting a skirt. You could put any type of skirt, or if you want to do biker shorts, put the biker shorts, whatever bottoms you want, put that to like have an outline and visual of what you want.
If you found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish and run, yeah, yeah. Memory lane isn't that too far away from our hearts, yeah, yeah. The ones we keep close, we should never let go. So tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind.
When you're cutting, make sure that you're not cutting too close to the skirt or whatever you are using. Leave a little bit of space so that when you sew, you're not sewing it too small. After I was done cutting the bottoms, I moved that aside and got the shirt that I wanted ready. And I wanted to go for more of like a bandeau look or whatever you call it. So I decided to use my yellow crop top shirt to make my top. And I was really just focused on keeping it in the middle where the Marvel sign is, because that's the main point of the two-piece.
That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish and run, yeah, yeah. Memory lane isn't that too far away from our hearts, yeah, yeah. The ones we keep close, we should never let go. So tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe slow, baby, yeah. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow,
When you are done, turn it inside out to make sure that when you sew it and flip it inside out, it will look more like a shirt and not just like you put two things together and call it a day.
Changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much.
Start sewing and following the lines as close as possible to the edge, but not too close to the edge to where you're hanging off and leaving gaps and holes. When I finish, I cut off all the extra excess to make sure that when you flip it inside out, you don't have all this extra fabric just hanging on the inside and making you feel very uncomfortable.
So tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe slow, baby. Yeah. Ooh. We should breathe slow. We should breathe slow. We should breathe slow.
In this clip, I am showing you guys how much I am planning on folding over to add elastic inside so that my shirt doesn't just slip down because I don't have any boobs. In this clip coming up, I showed you the needle that I used to put the elastic through instead of using a bobby pin or what I usually use. I used a needle because I did make the lines very small because I just didn't want big elastic.
These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some.
And I actually did have to go back and add more elastic because I did make it too small and it couldn't even fit over my head. I started sewing the skirt just like I did the shirt, just go along the lines. And I did stop right before I got to the top so that I can add elastic lines through the sides instead of sewing all the way up. I just wanted to try something different. I was letting you guys know that I did poke holes in the side. I just used my scissors to do it because I really didn't have like a hole puncher or anything that would make it neater. And I wasn't really going for a neat look. And I did end up messing up, I thought, just because I had black thread that I didn't have to flip it inside out. However, that is not what the sewing god said. Flip all your clothes inside out when you are sewing so that when you flip it inside out, you can't tell that you sewed. It looks like it came from the store. This bungee or elastic rope, whatever you want to call it, I did get from Walmart. Is just about $1 or $2. And always cut a little bit more than what you think you are going to use, because I did have to go back and add more or take away more because I used too much or used too little. In this video, you see me tying the elastic, and I did have to go take some away and cut some extra fabric that was on the top.